problems for growing boys. And I do know for a fact that they bring up masturbation and why it's bad. Yeah, exactly. Is right. So get ready for this, guys.
Go ahead.
Hey, it's the same music.
Yeah, it is.
Also, I'd like to point out that the menstruation one was 5 minutes. This one is like 10 minutes long.
Oh my God.
This scene deals with the subject many fathers find so difficult. Wet dreams and the explanation of physical intercourse in the marriage union. The boy might be as young as 9 or as old as 14, and his age should govern the amount of detail given.
Or in my case, 19. I want to learn something.
As in the previous record, the comradeship between father and son is obvious. They share little man-to-man confidences, and the years have seen many small talks between them. Notice particularly 3 points in this recording. First, the unabashed normal use of such technical terms as penis and sperm.
He said sperm. And then Damon, and then he said penis.
Yeah, right?
These flatter a boy's sense of responsibility. Next, the coupling of sex information with instruction on purity. Virtue is described not as something for sissies, but as a protecting armor the strong man throws around the God-given creative power in his body. Finally, the groping of the father for the right word.
Whoa.
The groping?
Wait, hold on. There's groping in this?
Wait a minute.
His body. Finally, the groping of the father for the...
The groping of the father.
See, even there's something wrong with that word in this context, you know?
And finally, the groping of the father.
Isn't that what started this whole thing in the first place?
That sounds like the sequel to The Passion of the Christ, the groping of the father.
Yeah, but wait a minute. The groping of the father is the reason why he has a son in the first place.
That's true. Real men don't need armor. Guy Dragon, I'm glad you're teaching these. It'll come in handy when I'm teaching daily living skills.
Oh, God.
Given creative power in his body.
Look at Warhawk's message.
Of the father.
Okay, hold on. The groping of the father.
The son.
Oh, my God. I love you guys.
That's great.
Right words. The lack of body. Finally, the groping of the father for the right word.
I still can't get over that.
Wait, we had the same problem in the first one.
Yeah?
There's that one part we couldn't get past. We have to kind of force our way through this one.
The thing is, we haven't even gotten past the narrator.
No, I know.
What does that tell you?
We got to force our way in, like these Catholic boys have to do with Catholic girls.
Well, it's. I think forcing their way in is also what caused the groping of the father.
Yeah,
and it's usually not the groping of the father; it's the groping of the altar boy.
Yeah, that's
true. We need
true.
to be specific here. I think that's important to understand.
Wait, look at Alex's message.
Jesus said he'd rather have his seed wasted in the belly of a whore instead of on the ground. So give me $25.
Mm-hmm.
The lack of glibness, the occasional touches of humor, all indicate a natural approach that is true to life.
All right. Watch it. No.
Now wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What are they doing?
I was going to say that does not. It sounds like the discussion's already been had.
No, Damon. I think that was the groping of the father. I think that's what we were hearing.
Watch it. No. A good boxer never leads with his right. Here, let's try it again. Now, don't leave yourself open, though.
Okay, Dad. How's that?
Oh, golly, time out.
Golly, Dad, did I hurt you?
No, but I don't like that left hook of yours poking me where my waistline used to be.
Poking me in the balls.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you teach your son to box? That's not very Christian.
Yeah, right?
Doesn't that seem like...
promoting violence.
Yeah.
They're paper writing, and there's great advice. Don't leave yourself open.
Yeah.
This narrator sounds as if he should be narrating an old educational film. Yeah, they all sounded like that in the 50s.
They really did. Well, that's kind of what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. And Missy says, again, the parent sounds way too old. Well, you got to remember something. In the Christian faith, in the Catholic faith, people don't get married until they're, you're not marrying at 18.
Yeah.
I mean, these people are in their 20s, probably closer to 30s, which means by the time these kids are at that age,
they're like in their 40s.
You're getting up to 40. Hey, that's when we need the little blue pill.
Yeah, Shunny.
You're getting too fast for your old man to spar with anymore.
Aw, sissy, come on, Dad. Let's grab a Coke out of the icebox.
That's a good idea.
Out of the icebox, Damon.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Let's grab a Coke out of the icebox, Damon.
Let's snort some Coke out of the icebox.
Well, you live in the icebox.
That's true. No, actually, it's a freaking sauna in this apartment.
Leave your room, what you say, huh?
Oh, sure, why not?
You know, your mother would give me the devil if she were home and saw me horsing around with you this way.
Yeah, she says you're getting too old for sparring.
Too old? At my age? Can you imagine?
Come
Well,
on.
you need those little blue pills, Dad.
Yeah, right? Oh.
Oh, my God. All right, so... Oh, man, this is not going to be good.
No, take the easy chair, Dad.
Now, listen, young
The
fella,
easy
about that.
chair. God, I love the 50s.
The chair
I think
for
I'll
old
do the
people.
Same.
Here you are, Dad. This will make you feel better.
Yeah. It's good. You know, Bob, you're getting to be a pretty big fella. Yes, sir, maybe
Here it comes.
this is a good idea. Chance for us to have a little talk.
Why, sure, Dad. What's cooking?
Yeah.
What's cooking?
What's cooking, Dad? Well, son, in a couple of years, you're going to be going out and raping people.
Maybe on the other side of town. Don't worry, the police won't care.
You know, son, in a couple of years, we're gonna have a different kind of bonding moment. We're gonna go to the other side of town and beat the colored folks with baseball bats.
Don't worry, son. I used to do that when I was a boy. I used to spar with them, too.
My daddy taught me how to do it, and now I'm teaching you. Here's a lighter and some lighter fluid.
But no, Damon, they're going to go across town and spar with them.
That's true.
Except with baseball bats.
You mind if I smoke in your room?
Oh, I know, Dad. Go ahead.
Oh, thanks. Your mother would probably have a fit. She just had the curtains washed.
Yeah, so don't jizz on them.
Remember the last time we talked about this whole body of ours, Bob?
Yeah? Yeah, I remember, Dad.
No. Remember I told you that when two people get married, they become like one person. Spiritually, mentally, and physically.
Not really.
No,
yeah,
once you get
April
married-
says Christian and smoking. That's another good one, too.
That's true.
This dad's not a good example.
Yeah, and keep in mind, as most of us know, once you get married, you don't really join physically anymore.
No, that seems to stop. That's why I'll never get married.
Yeah,
Same here.
I remember you saying that, Dad.
No, I guess that didn't make too much sense then.
Well, I have sort of wondered about it a couple times since.
Sure you have. And don't let that worry you. You didn't learn algebra in 4th grade grammar school, did you? Now
No, I just learned how to beat other kids.
I started experimenting with my electric razor.
Whoa, what was he doing with that?
Wait, what?
Was he groping with that, too?
I was
Now
groping.
that I started experimenting with my electric razor.
Was he shaving his balls?
Well, maybe you're ready for the next grade.
Well, shoot, Dad, I'm all ears. Oh, here's a match. Your pipe's going out again.
Well, thanks.
Oh, he's smoking a pipe, too.
That's what his mom says. Here's a match, hon. Your pipe's gone out again.
No, wouldn't it be, here's a pill, your pipe's going out again? Alex says in that case, Damon's already married.
Always got to come after me, don't you?
In the words of the
Stop
Baptist,
hating.
they're going to burn in hell, says April.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love this. Even on like a new set of listeners, they always gravitate to picking on Damon.
Yeah.
Everyone's on Team Liam.
That's all right. You know, I don't mind. You're all haters because you're jealous of the awesomeness that is
Mika
me.
says, "Whoa, I'm not ready for this commitment."
Well, to begin with, you ought to know the medical terms for certain parts of the body. You know, every family has its own set of names, and you youngsters had the most original ones I ever heard.
Oh, I see what he did there.
Oh. God.
Yeah.
What were they calling it in the 50s?
You should never leave yourself open. Take the advice.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. We learned that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaks of the
What did they
male
call
organ.
this shit in the 50s?
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we call it now.
I just wonder what solely original names they had for penis and vaginas and stuff in the 50s. I mean, Guy Dragon writing in, after 20 years of marriage, the husband says, "Here's a vibrator. My pipe's gone out."
Yeah, I know that already, Dad.
Now, this organ is one of the most wonderful examples we have of how carefully God planned everything for
It's called the Nord.
a particular purpose.
Oh, I don't get you.
Well, when a man and a woman are married, Bob, they love each other very much.
Do they?
Or it's because someone got knocked up before the wedding.
Yeah.
And in showing their love, their instinct is to embrace each other as if to try to become the one person God intended them to be. Well, son, so closely has God connected our emotions with our bodies that this embrace by the husband and wife arouses in each a great desire for physical oneness.
Physical oneness.
Physical oneness, huh? So next time I'm in the bar, okay, I'm just gonna say, I desire physical oneness with you. Come back to my apartment.
The husband and wife arouses in each a great.
No, you have to say something like, "You arouse in me a great need for physical oneness.
Please come back to my holy abode.
My holy abode, and worship the saber of truth." Where you can be blessed with the holy water.
Please come and back and you can smoke my pipe.
Yeah, April says, "What the hell marriage is he talking about?"
I'm just looking at the messages. Now they're all talking amongst themselves.
I love you guys. How about we slip out of here for a little physical oneness, Damon, at the bar?
Exactly. Oh my God.
Desire.
That's what I'm doing wrong.
Physical oneness.
I usually have physical oneness all by myself.
And
That's what I'm about to say.
For the penis of the husband actually passes within his wife's body. Now that's what we mean by being one physically.
If you were going to be like one physically, wouldn't you like rather just like rip their skin off and like wrap it around you and like, I don't know.
Yeah, but you notice how he didn't say where in the female's body.
That's
it goes.
true.
It could go in her ass,
Or in her ear. I don't know.
or in her mouth.
I don't think they did that in the 50s.
I don't think they did it in the ass either.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Gee, is that what happens when people get married?
That's right.
Yes, at the altar.
Yeah, right at the... Get out of my head.
You may now fuck the bride.
You may now share physical oneness with the bride.
Oh my God, I so have to use that. Oh, I can't wait to share physical oneness with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the penis has entered, it ejects a fluid which contains the seed, or the sperm, as the doctors call it.
What is it, a needle it injects?
Well, some guys are, might as well be a needle.
Oh, I'm about ready to inject my fluid of life.
fluid.
From the saber of truth.
From the saber of truth.
The seed or the sperm as the...
Is that what happens when people get married?
That's right. Now, when the penis has entered, it ejects a fluid which contains the seed or the sperm as the doctor...
You know, sometimes guys do get excited, and as soon as it enters, it does eject.
Yeah, I was going to say... and then the wife won't let them have physical oneness anymore. She said he comes too quick.
Sometimes they want to have physical two-ness, but the wife says no. Unless it's another man.
Oh, is that the seed that helps make a new baby?
You bet. But here's the important thing to understand now. All those changes in our bodies which make a boy into a man...
Alex says, OMFG, put the inside me clip right after that. Inside me?
Oh, my God. Yeah. Dude, we need to do some creative editing with these things.
Yes, we do.
Some of them are going on inside you right this minute.
Golly, Dad, what changes? Oh, you mean the electric razor?
No, you rascal. And don't let me catch you monkeying with mine for another couple of years yet. No, Bob. Well, what I'm talking...
Yeah, don't monkey with his for another couple of years.
Don't monkey with his penis for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yes, they did do that in the 50s. According to the tape, Toxic Aries tweeted out. I don't even want to know. It sounds like when the penis is entered, says Timothy, it sounds like something's entering the penis.
Yeah. Ow.
Garth says, I'm having bad flashbacks of the sex ed class I was forced to take.
Yeah, right? He doesn't want him coming up the works. That's Alex.
The woman on that tape sounded much like the lady in the first thing. I don't want to know about this tape, man. Don't monkey with my monkey, Curious George. You can't even shock the monkey.
Yeah, right.
Also, Toxic Gary sent us something from the 30s that I'll check it out after this.
Oh, no.
We still have 4 minutes left.
It contains the sperm or the seed. It's formed in two little sacs beneath the penis, which we call the testicles.
Balls.
Yam bag.
Yeah.
Now,
I call
one
them
of these nights, before very long, you may find that some of it passes off in your sleep.
Oh, but Dad, that's wrong, isn't it? I mean...
Oh, no, son. It's not at all wrong. No, it's true that...
It's only wrong if it gets on the damn curtains your mom just cleaned.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Dude, can you imagine how big their electric razors were?
Dude, they must have had handles the size of bats. Hang on, I got a pull chain on this.
To see deliberately, to do anything knowingly to make it come is a very grave sin.
Oh,
to do anything knowingly to make myself come is a very grave sin. Okay.
Jesus, I think I've sinned a few hundred times.
I sinned this morning. Fuck.
Hell, what do you think I was doing while we were listening to the intro?
To the guy?
No, to the show.
Oh.
That's why Dick Clark's voice sounded so funny.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I'm done.
Oh, God. I'm trying to
design that secretion in a man for one purpose. To be, well, like one of his raw materials in the creation of a new life.
Splat.
But wet dreams, as we call them, are very different. You see, the body manufactures that fluid all the time. And when the supply becomes too great, as it does sometimes before men are married, nature opens a sort of a safety valve in your sleep and it passes off.
Gee, our body...
I like that. Before you're married. I got news for you, buddy. It fills up after you're married, too.
Exactly.
They're complicated, aren't they, Dad?
Oh, you bet. More complicated than the biggest dynamo ever built. Only God can make our body.
Only God could make our body. No shit.
Oh, but Dad, why do fellas get these feelings before they get married?
Now, that's a good question, Bob.
And I don't know the answer.
To begin with, this business of propagating the human race is quite a job. In spite of modern medicine, childbirth still means a certain amount of pain for the mother. As for the father, well, you'll find out what it's like to buy groceries for a crowd like this soon enough.
Well, you mean that...
As for the father, the pain lasts 18 years longer than it does for the mother.
Yeah.
As the mother turns into a complete bitch after the birth.
And yet they're waiting for the second coming of Jesus. The first one was dissatisfactory. And by human... Warren says that by human race, he means the white race.
Yep.
Not racist.
Why do we get these urges before we get married? Well, son, because if you ever go to the beach and see these skinny little tight bodies in dental floss-sized bikinis, then you'll understand.
Well, son, when you hear the girl from the previous record say, "Inside me," yes, because buying groceries is more painful than giving birth. This is so cheesy.
It's a psychological pain.
Otherwise?
Something like that. So, in order to make sure this old world would be populated, God made the desire of man for woman one of the strongest of all human instincts.
I don't know. I kind of desire a sandwich, and that's pretty strong right now.
Yeah.
Something like the way he made food taste good, so that we'd be sure to get our vitamins each day.
Golly, the way he figured everything out.
He sure
Yeah,
did.
he sure
Golly.
is. He's a clever one, that God.
He's a smart cookie.
He sure is, Damon.
But now here's the important thing. This feeling of desire, like our appetite for food, Bob, was instituted for its own special purpose in God's scheme of things.
It's so that we could look really silly when we're walking in the classroom with a big stiffy.
Yeah.
And we're trying to cover it up so no one sees it.
Right.
That God is pretty goddamn amazing, says Doug.
You know what happens when you stuff yourself with cake and cokes until you're ready to pop?
Sure, I get a stomach ache.
You bet. Well, it's the same way with desire.
Oh, it is?
Really?
I find I feel a lot better once I relieve the pressure in my balls, you know?
Yeah, me too.
I mean, not nearly as irritable.
No. I find that I'm much happier. Now, the passenger in front of me on the train isn't too happy, but, you know, look, you can't win them all.
Occasionally, well, as soon as they start to grow up. I did when I was a boy. You will, too.
But golly, Dad, I think I like fellas more. Am I going to hell?
Yes, son.
The thing that makes sense for me is, but golly, Dad.
I love that.
Whenever you feel the stirrings of desire within you, now just remember that God is getting your body ready for the great calling of fatherhood. To be his partner in creation.
I don't want to be his partner. Sorry, I'm not into guys.
Oh,
I don't care how big his saber of truth is.
This is unbelievable.
So, guard that desire, something holy. Don't waste it. Keep it unspoiled for the girl who someday will be your wife. Get it?
I got it, Dad.
Fine. Now, if you have any questions, come and tell me, bud. And now, about any of those thoughts you were talking about, don't let them worry you. When they come, and they will every so often.
But I'd rather
every
ask,
7 seconds.
I'd rather ask Eddie Haskell. He has much better answers. And he's got those books with those excellent pictures.
Remember that you can always knock them kicking with a simple 1-2 punch. A quick little prayer, and then some work.
And a left hook to your dad's face.
Hard. Hey, which reminds me, how about coming out in the back and seeing if you can sneak that new curve past me the way you did last Saturday, huh?
Oh, go on. That's easy. You couldn't hit that curve if it was a basketball.
Wait, you fresh young Turk. I'll show you how I hit 360 with the Bearcats.
With the Bearcats.
You think anyone over 21 has to travel in a wheelchair? Ouch. It was a confounded back of mine.
Come on, Dad. Let's go.